Hey guys, as it turns out, I am not as clever as I thought I was, so I'm not going to be able to tell you any funny jokes for this intro like I planned on, so we're going to get right into the boss list, starting off with... Now look, I've been searching far and wide for any reason why I think I'd be able to actually beat them, and I can't think of anything. Now the Capra Demon is a weird fight, because first of all, we have to address the elephant in the room. Those dogs are absolutely diabolical.
Oh my god, I'm getting touched!
Now, I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you have played Dark Souls at least at some point in your life, whether or not it's Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, anything at this point. Fuck it, I'll even take Armored Core. Fuck me, I forgot Night Rain and I forgot Demon Souls. If you played any of those games, any FromSoft game, you would know that the dogs in all FromSoft games are just nightmares. They are insane. I mean, have we all forgotten this dog from Elden Ring? And yes, I do know that whatever problem this dog had been patched out. I'm just trying to give you my, favorite example. This is also not my video. Now look, in my humble opinion, if you just completely remove the dogs from the equation, then the Capra Demon really doesn't seem too bad. Now the reason why I say that is because the Capra Demon only has 5 total attacks that it does. It's not gonna whip out some brand new shit. And on top of that, it staggers itself on every other swing. You're telling me you couldn't dodge that? Now, understandably, I don't have iframes in real life, so this might be, a little dicier to dodge compared to in-game. However, I think that it's not going to be that bad. So, with that being said, I think I could take on the Capra Demon. Now, I'm not saying I can beat it majority of the time, but what I'm saying is that I think I can do it. When it comes to Ceaseless, I'm going to say that I can actually pull this off. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, there is no way in hell I am surviving any attack that he throws at me, and you'd be right in saying so. However, if you do this perfectly, you don't have to worry about getting hit by anything, because all you have to do is just, go steal his sister's clothing, wait for this one wake-up attack that he does, because if you don't, you will get turned to ash, and then run all the way back to the Fall Gate, and then boom, you can just cheese him, because all it takes is 4 to 6 hits from literally any source of damage to bring him down. That's crazy. I don't even have to use a weapon. I can just use my fists. I could give this man paper cuts. So, with that being said, I think that this one is not that bad. I'm You got me there. Also definitely
I'm just so depressed, man. I don't think there's anything that's gonna cheer me up at this point. Hamburger.
Now, Gwen's funny because I know he's gonna tear me a new butthole. Obviously, he's gonna jump across the arena, he's gonna juggle me like a hacky sack, and he's gonna turn me into ground beef. However, if I didn't have so much confidence in my ability to parry Gwen, I would... I can't even speak right now, sorry. You don't even need a shield. You can just use your forearm if you wanted to parry Gwen. It doesn't matter. It just seems so easy to parry Gwen for some reason. I know that sounds insane. Yeah, Gwen can chuck lightning and jump 20 feet. But, man, it just seems so easy, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm not that cool, who knows, but yeah. Fuck it, Weeball. I'm fucked. Now, when it comes to the Moonlight Butterfly, I'm gonna sound completely insane, but I think I could actually win against the Now, the Moonlight Butterfly for me is a weird boss fight because just like Gwen, I have this weird sense of confidence in my ability to be able to take it down. Because you gotta think of it like this, at least in my mind, it's just an overgrown butterfly, and we all know how easy it is to just crush a butterfly. Not that I'm a psychopath that just crushes butterflies on the regular, but we all know how fragile they are. So with that being said, even if I didn't have a weapon and I just took a big ass rock, I could just...
Now you're telling me they thought they could drive?
But I think the only problem that I'm gonna have with this boss fight is that I don't know how much damage his attacks would actually do. Because you gotta think of it like this, right? I've never been hit with a fucking laser before, nor magic spikes. So, I mean, I could, die instantly. I have no clue. So... I think it's best that I dodge all the attacks, obviously, but the only problem is that laser covers the entire walkway. Well, not the entire length, but I can't like sidestep it or anything like that. And like I said earlier, I don't have iframes, so I'm not gonna be able to roll through it. So I'm gonna have to run the opposite direction. So, you know, hopefully I don't get cooked. But that doesn't really change my mind on things. I still think I could take on the Moonlight Butterfly. Yeah, unfortunately, Dry Bones and the Dynamic Duo are going to completely steamroll me. Now, as much as I would love to sit here and clown on Pinwheel, I feel like this fight would actually be a lot harder than I first gave it credit for. Like, first time around, I honestly thought I could just go over to Pinwheel and just kneecap him with like a sledgehammer. I mean, not a sledgehammer, I don't know, like a club or something like that, right? If I just, you know, he's just a normal dude with, I guess, his wife and his kid on his back. I don't know what the entire lore of that is, but that's besides the point. We all know how weak Pinwheel is, so in my mind, I thought this would be so easy. However, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, okay, this might be a little more difficult, because you gotta think of it like this, right? Pinwheel has a completely stacked kit. He can fly, he can teleport, he has 2 attacks, which is gonna be a flamethrower and a fireball, and thank God he only has 2 attacks, and he can also clone himself. And all those clones have the exact same abilities and attacks as the original Pinwheel. So with that being said, just imagine this. I mean, this is a complete over-exaggeration of what could happen, but I mean, it could happen. With all the things that he's got going on, I might be screwed on this. Like, genuinely, that fireball, I'm not surviving. The flamethrower, on the other hand, I feel like I definitely have a better chance at surviving. I feel like that's like yeah, that's gonna fuck me up, but I feel like it's not gonna fuck me up as much as the fireball, like, let's be honest. I understand what I'm about to say is a bit insane, but the Taurus Demon is in the same boat as Ceaseless Discharge, where I can just cheese him, you know what I mean? As long as I get the Taurus Demon to back his ass off of that edge, I'm fine. Now yes, I like to think of myself as a normal, healthy 26-year-old adult. However, if I get hit by his hammer, I am getting turned to mist. But besides that, as long as I don't get hit, I mean, he's relatively slow, so I feel like I would have an easier time dodging him than most bosses. But yeah, once again, as long as I don't get hit by the hammer, I think I got this. But once again, maybe I'm just not that cool. Who knows? Alright guys, I can promise you I did not smoke crack before I make this statement. However, I feel like I can beat the Bed of Chaos. And I know, it sounds stupid, but if you look at the Bed of Chaos like an episode of Wipeout,
The Babe Ruth of the Wipeout Zone, if you will.
it's so easy, you know? Once again, I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but it's not that hard if you think about it. Like, look, all you have to do is just dodge the giant hands, dodge the floor falling beneath you, and then hit him like, what, 3 times and you're good. Not him, her, because it's the Witch of Izalith or whatever. One of the sisters, I can't remember. However, all you have to do is just hit her 3 times and you're smooth. Like, look guys, does it really sound that hard if you think of it like an episode of Wipeout? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I know how it was for me growing up. I guarantee you I could complete every single Wipeout course that ever existed. Guaranteed. So in my mind, I feel like the Bed of Chaos is not that bad. Alright, well, you're probably wondering now where the DLC bosses are, and I figured I'd just kind of save them for the end of the video, so, you know, just fucking be patient. I'm going to talk about them right now. Starting with, I am fucked. I mean, honestly, all the DLC bosses are going to tear me a brand new butthole. I know I joked about that with Gwen, but I can't parry any of the DLC bosses, so I am genuinely fucked. And Artorias is no exception. This man is going to front flip on top of me 300,000 billion times, and there's nothing I can do about it. He is going to impale me like a bob, and what am I to do? Nothing. So, yeah. Same thing with Kalameet. Kalameet's just gonna roast me alive. Manus is going to be the hardest fight out of all of these fights, and honestly, it's not even close. I mean, maybe, you know, Artorias is like a close second, but Manus is going to destroy me. I mean, have you seen the things that this man can do? This man is killing me, and it's fuck me. I cannot think. I mean, have you seen the things that this man can do? He is absolutely destroying me with this combo. First of all, I'm not even surviving the first hit, let alone the second or the third or the fourth or the fifth or anyone's after that, honestly. I forgot how long the combo is. I'll probably put the amount of hits on screen, but I mean, god damn, I'm getting just destroyed. And then, you know, last but not least, I'm fucked. So yeah, that was pretty eventful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys don't think I'm just entirely delusional. But regardless, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. You guys have a good one. See you.